Good day, everyone. I'm going to show you how to download the student files that come with your textbook. And this is your textbook. This is what it looks like. Here's how to download the student files. Go to your browser, whether it's Internet Explorer or Firefox, whatever, and type in cengagebrain.com. Now, the next thing you're going to need is the ISBN number, and that is located on the back cover of your textbook. I'm going to give it to you right here just so you'll see it. All right, but it is on the back of your textbook. Now, how does one download the files onto your own files? Yeah, first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your browser. I'm using Firefox. You can use whatever you want. And you'll type in Cengage, CENGAGEBRAIN.com. That's Cengagebrain.com, and then simply press Enter. Now, once you're there at the home page, you will come down and go to the point where it says Free Resources. That's right here, Free Resources. Click on that. Now, it says Instant Access to Free Content for your textbook. What you're going to do is click on where it says Access Free Content. Click on that. Now it's going to ask you for your ISBN number. I know this video isn't all that clear. I'm sorry I don't have an expensive camera, but you'll get and see the process, and when you do it yourself, it'll go very quickly. So you'll enter your ISBN number, and I happen to have copied it, and I'll paste it for you here. So you enter your ISBN number from the book on the back, and then click the Go button. Go. And there it goes. Now, when you get to this page, people have been having trouble. They're not scrolling down far enough. You need to scroll down to where it says Free Materials. Click on Free Materials. And then you have to click on where it says Access Now. So click Access Now. Okay, now it says select a chapter. Now you'll click on the down arrow and you will choose Word Chapter 1. Word Chapter 1. Click on that. And the next thing you have to do is come over to tell it what you want to find in Chapter 1. You want the student data files. So come down to the left-hand corner and click on Student Data Files. Now, we need the downloads for chapters 1, 2, and 3 in Word. So you click where it says under Word chapters 1 through 3, click on Download Now. Double click. And now it says you have chosen to open this file. So click, you have to save it though. So click Save File. Now, what it is now is it's downloading the files. It says the downloads are complete. So I'm going to have to go up here. You'll come up to this green arrow and you'll click Display. Click on the down arrow and you'll see here is the file I just downloaded. All right. So I'm going to double click on that. And it says it's an executable file, may contain viruses, but don't worry, it's safe. So I'm going to click OK. Now the next thing is you have to click the Run button. So click Run. Now it asks you where you want to save these files to. You're going to unzip them. Where are you going to save them to? Well, I'm going to click on the Browse button. Now, if you want to save it to your desktop, you can do that. You can save it to your desktop, and you'll know where they are. But you can save it wherever you want on your own computer, but I am going to save mine in I have a file on a stick drive, and it's under Canvas, and I call it my student downloads. Now, notice I opened up a separate file for the word processing student downloads, the Excel student downloads, PowerPoint downloads, and Access student downloads. I created those file folders. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But I am going to save my word processing downloads into the file folder called Word Processing Student Downloads. So I'll click OK. Now I am going to unzip the files. I click Unzip. And see, it's unzipping. It's recovering all those files. Those are all the files I'll need for Chapter 1, 2, and 3 in word processing. And there, it's done. I'll click OK. Now, and then I'm going to close this box. Now I'm going to go for a minute to Windows Explorer, and I'm going to go to where I know that I save them. I save them in my student downloads file in the word processing student downloads. Now, I have them saved in Chapter 1, 2, and 3. They automatically did that. I'm going to click on Open Chapter 1, and you'll see here are the files that you'll be using. You'll be using this a picture of a buffalo, picture of a cabin. These are the files that you will need when you do the Chapter 1 documents. When you get to Chapter 2, and you need different files. Here are some of them here. So these are some of the files you'll need then. And if you need some files in Chapter 3, there are the ones for Chapter 3. Actually, I only think you use the ones for Chapter 1. Okay, let me get out of this now and get back to where I was. Now, you will now need to download the files for the Excel unit. So, when you're ready for that, click on the down arrow, the arrow here, and choose, in this case, we want Excel Chapter 1. Now, it says Chapter 1, but it's really going to download everything for Chapter 1, 2, and 3. So let's check Chapter 1. Now, what do we want to do in Chapter 1 of Excel? We want to download the student data files. We click Student Data Files, and we come over to Excel. Where's Excel? PowerPoint. Oh, Excel. Here we are. Excel Chapters 1 through 3 data files. So click Download Now. Download Now. Those files. Download now. And then I click Save the file. Now, it's saving it into my downloads, and this green arrow up here is where I get the downloads. I click on the green arrow, and it shows me, oh, here it is. Here's the one I just downloaded. So I'll double-click on that, and it's warning me that it could contain viruses, but don't worry, just click OK. And then run the file, click Run, and it says, where do you want these files to go? Well, I'm going to click Browse, and I'm saving it to my stick drive, which is called K. And then I save them in a file called Canvas. And then I save them in a file called Student Downloads. Now, I want to save them in the file called Excel Student Downloads, which I set up earlier. So I'll click OK. And then I click Unzip those files. And those files are now opening up, and they are going into my Excel file folder. Here we go. See, I'll click OK because it's done. And I'll click Close. And just to prove it, I'll go to Windows Explorer. I'll go to my public drive, Canvas file folder, and I have them in Student Downloads. And I will go to Excel Student Downloads. And there they are, the files I need for Chapter 1. There they are. That's chapter files. I'm going to go to Chapter 1. You know what? I don't think there are any that you need. Well, here's one. So some of the files you will need, and some of them you won't. Some of them just don't have any files in it, so don't worry. And files for Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 and so forth. So they are there. Okay. Now, you would then download, and you'd go to download files for PowerPoint, Chapter 1, and you download the PowerPoint files. You go to Select Data Files, and you choose PowerPoint Chapter 1 through 3 and download those. And those were done. Then you go to click and you change it over to Access Chapter 1. And again, go to Student Data Files, and then you download the Access files wherever they are. Access files to Chapter 1 through 3. And there you have it. Then you would have downloaded all those files. Now, I saved mine into file folders. Here's something you might want to do. You might want to do this. I've got to close out a bunch of this stuff first. Do it in a second. Okay. Now, when you get back to your plain old desktop, you might want to create those file folders on the desktop. All you do is right-click on the desktop and choose New and choose Folder. And I'm going to call this WP Student Downloads. Enter. And I'm done. And I could then right-click and choose New Folder, and I'd rename that one. See, it's lit up, New Folder. I'd rename that XL Student Downloads. And so when I go to save those files that I'm downloading, I would browse and choose. On the desktop, I choose the word Processing Student Download File. And when it was time to download the Excel student files, to save them where I know where they went, I'd click on that Browse button and I'd click Excel Student Downloads. And so that's how it works. Okay, if you have any problem, get in touch with me, give me a call, send me a Canvas email, and I'll either help you get them downloaded, or I will send you the files that you need. That's it. Okay, good luck, everyone.